There is a version of you that is currently locked away. A version so cold, so calculated, and so terrifyingly execution-driven that if you met him tonight, you wouldn't shake his hand. You would fear his focus. Most people think discipline is about minor lifestyle adjustments. Waking up early, eating clean, or reading books. They are dead wrong. Real discipline is not a self-help routine. It is an act of absolute violence against your own psychological weakness. It is the refusal to negotiate with your excuses. Niccolo Machiavelli understood this perfectly. He didn't write his strategies for the average crowd. He wrote them for rulers. He knew that in a chaotic, competitive world, the soft are always crushed. To build an empire, whether in life, business, or mind, you must become a force that cannot be predicted or manipulated. When you unlock this level of ruthless self-control, people don't just respect you. They become deeply unsettled around you. They realize the old triggers no longer work. You have stopped listening to your feelings and started executing your mandates. And that terrifies the average mind. Because a man who cannot be broken by his own comfort cannot be broken by anyone. You are listening to this because you are exhausted. Not physically tired, but soul tired. You are sick of the endless loop, getting motivated, starting a project, and collapsing into laziness by the next week. You want a mind that is bulletproof. I am going to give you the blueprint. But remember, we are not here to patch up your old self. We are here to destroy it, so the sovereign can finally emerge. Phase 1. The discipline of the ghost. Machiavelli famously noted, "Everyone sees what you appear to be, but few experience who you really are." The modern trap is constant broadcasting. The average man announces his new era on social media before he has completed a single day of real labor. He seeks applause for intentions, releasing the psychological pressure before the engine even ignites. To win against the global elite, you must do the exact opposite. You must become a ghost. True power is built in the dark. The moment you start talking about your massive financial goals or your daily routines, you are begging for outside validation. Stop asking permission to become great. When you go completely silent, you create a powerful vacuum. People around you become anxious. They wonder why you no longer crave their attention. This silence is your ultimate armor. It allows you to make mistakes, correct them without public judgment, and stack your wins in private. Imagine disappearing from the social radar for 6 months. No announcements, no status updates, just pure, relentless execution. You cut the cheap dopamine. You isolate yourself from low-value circles, and you focus entirely on your laptop, your health, and your strategy. When you re-emerge, you don't need to say a word. Your posture, your focus, and your presence will tell the world everything. Silence isn't weakness. It is the accumulation of lethal power. Phase 2. Emotional alchemy. Do not mistake disciplined individuals for emotionless robots. The high performer feels the exact same resistance you do. He feels the sting of failure, the weight of fatigue, and the overwhelming urge to sleep in. The only difference? He genuinely does not care what his emotions are saying. Machiavelli argued that a true strategist does not let impulses rule him. Instead, he weaponizes them. Discipline is the art of performing at your absolute best. When you feel your absolute worst, it is emotional alchemy, transmuting the lead of "I don't feel like it" into the pure gold of "it is already finished." If your competition knows you only work when you are inspired, you are dangerously predictable. They just have to wait for you to have a bad day to defeat you. But when you train yourself to focus deeper when you are angry, to work harder when you are exhausted, and to execute flawlessly when you are miserable, you become invincible. Treat your emotions like the weather. If it rains outside, you don't cancel your entire mission. You put on a coat and you walk through the storm. Bypass the internal negotiation. When the alarm rings, you have exactly 3 seconds to move your body. If you wait for the 4th second, your comfort-seeking brain will win the argument. Stop thinking. Start executing.